Hey.
What's up, man?
Nothing. Just
Awesome.
drinking and stuff.
Drinking and conning, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm surprised my voice isn't dead yet.
I was wondering how that was going to go.
Yeah. Next year is going to be a little different. I don't get why people weren't like trying to sell their stuff. Like that's a thing that people can do.
Right?
So I don't know.
Well,
Just
I will happily send you links to post.
yeah. Like people did that, but like they didn't like do it as much as I thought they would. So
Well,
sell their stuff. They didn't sell their stuff as much as I thought they would. Because it's a Comic-Con still. It's just virtual.
Are you making a
virtual?
Yeah.
I've had huge success this year with virtual cons.
Yeah, you had Pajama Con and
heck yeah, I did.
Stuff.
I mean, this is the year that you really had to get freaking creative with how you get your stuff out there. I mean, yeah, it's different, but yeah, if you want, I'll try to send you some links here in a second.
Yeah, I still got to get Prowl on the platform too.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep. That guy.
I know. So, and I'm sort of debating, and I'll explain why here in just a second. But you know, that's kind of my baby. But
Yep.
The first 7 issues I'm proud of, but it's not. It's very amateur because I've learned so much the past. What is the past 2 years or so? And I kind of want to restart it, like a relaunch. So, not sure if I want to invest the time back into these. Like these were great, sort of start offs, and I mean it's a somewhat cohesive story, but I've got a better one wrote that is absolutely. I've had a few people sort of preview it, and they said, "Now this is how the start of a series should be." I'm like, oh, all right, well, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do now. So, yeah, still like to get them out there, but we'll see. All right,
there's no rush. It's just like
there we go. There is my link to my online shop. I just sent it to you through chat, and then I'm gonna get back to drawing Porkins here.
Porkins?
Yeah, the fat guy, the pilot from Star Wars.
Oh wait, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's gonna post like that. Okay, but I gotta go here.
So where'd Hector go?
He had to do a phone call for like 20 minutes because his friend won't have his phone after that. He's in the Army.
In the Navy. What?
There we are. Okay, there we go. Where's that at? Okay. Yeah.
I just found a list of common English idioms. Eat someone's lunch, to defeat them thoroughly. Hard nut to crack, a difficult problem or a difficult person. Have egg on your face. They are made to look foolish or embarrassed. In a nutshell, expressed in a few words. A piece of cake. Delicious. Very easily done.
I like the cake one.
Cake. I like pie more.
Are you a pie guy?
Yeah, I like pie. I'm Dean Winchester.
Dude, cake is basically the same.
If you're a monster, it's the same.
Of every episode they ever mention pie, there's only one where he actually gets it, and it's the episode that Sam walks in carrying a bag of eyeballs and drops it on the table, and he doesn't eat the pie.
Yeah,
he never gets his pie.
I haven't seen the last few.
Eat it too.
I haven't seen the last few seasons. Like I haven't seen the series finale, so I hope nobody spoils.
I haven't seen the last 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah. Seasons, 47, 48, 49.
That's awesome. So
Let one's hair down to relax and enjoy themselves. It's
So
funny. I wonder if that starts because the people with the white wigs, they would take their hair off and put it down. Let
So
one's hair.
I can make your screen bigger, Adam, if you want.
that's up to you guys.
Yeah, make it bigger.
because
I'm
people
literally-
can still hear us talk. It'll just be
Yeah,
like in the
this-
background,
This is like leftover from last night.
and then that way I can go to the bathroom without people noticing. Well, I just said it, so
And the purpose is
That's the hard part, man. While doing these live streams, I think a lot of people don't understand the sacrifice we make while we do long streams like this. We
Yeah.
don't get to stream ourselves.
Yeah, it was like 11 or 12 hours yesterday or something like that. We went.
Lord.
I think I was only gone for like an hour and a half. And the day before, Greg was there like the whole day. I was
Wow.
only there like maybe a quarter of it.
That's crazy. Yeah. Last night I did what I called Sketchapalooza. And I basically gave everyone on my page sort of the choice of, would you rather do another Pajama Con, kind of like what you guys are doing right now, or would you like, to do a Sketchapalooza where I take commissions for, for the night and I draw them. So we did a 6-hour Sketchapalooza where I did 18 blank covers. And this was the one thing I did not get done last night just because I did not have the energy to draw another thing. So I'm drawing Porkins from Star Wars.
Nice. I'm reading through these idioms right now, and there's one I don't think I've ever heard of. So like there's all these like eat someone's lunch, take it easy, blow one's top, go bananas, under one's belt, hit the roof. So I got all those. Run into a buzzsaw. Who the hell has ever said that?
I've never heard of that one.
Like, oh, it was so crazy. It's like we ran into a buzzsaw. Like, I guess. Like, I don't even know the context in which you would use that, and it wouldn't sound like you're a sociopath.
Right? I don't.
I think that means like when you know that you're going into a bad situation.
Yeah, it says encounter severe and unexpected problems, but like I've never heard that before. Run out of cutting edge. I've heard of all those. Run into a buzzsaw.
I think that's one of those things that like has gone out of favor. Like it maybe it was popular in like the 60s or 50s, but like it's obviously not popular now.
Yeah, all these kids these days don't even know what a buzzsaw is.
Right.
They don't work with their hands. Come on now.
Because the rest you don't need to. It's eat someone's lunch, hard nut to crack, have egg on your face, in a nutshell, piece of cake, spill the beans, think big, let one's hair down, take it easy, blow one's top, go banana.
So I must have missed something where we started going over the idioms, obviously.
Oh, he just started looking them up.
Oh, okay. Because when I left, I understand we were in that conversation, but now it's like you're actually reading them off. Like this is next level.
Yeah.
See, I love watching people draw now. Ever since taking like those drawing courses, because it's like I'm still going through it, but like I can just see like the stuff that I learned being used by someone who can already draw better than me. So it's like I'm like, oh man, if I just keep doing that thing that they said to do, I might be good one day.
As an artist, when I watch other people draw, I'm always thinking what they're thinking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are they thinking about?
Yeah, like right here, he's like, yeah,
specific.
I need that cheek to be real plump.
Exactly. Where am I putting the shadow? How am I doing the facial hair? Like,
I'm literally thinking, I want pie.
I want pie.
Listen, take it easy, or you might go bananas. I don't want to do a buzzsaw.
Oh God, Dylan's now gonna be like weaponized with these idioms now.
Listen, I'll eat your lunch.
Yeah, there you go. See, proving my point. Proving my point.
Don't run out of steam before we, get the cutting edge stuff out.
Adam, what's your preferred medium?
Traditional.
Traditional.
I'd rather pencil. Traditional.
Do you have a background in digital at all, or no?
So my background's actually in graphic design.
Okay.
I sort of stumbled into illustration and comics.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do this for a job. I was on I was in a marketing department of a manufacturer
Okay.
for 9 years.
That sounds like a definitely graphic design position.
Yeah, and they didn't want graphic design in house. Like they flat out told me. Well, my old boss told me that I wasn't capable, and I'm like, dude, I've been doing this literally my entire life. I've got almost 20 years of experience doing design work, and like she flat out told me to my face, I don't think you got what it takes. I'm like, all right. So I quit, started doing graphic design. I was a demolition derby driver for 10 years. So I was started off doing like shirt designs and stuff for events. And people are like, hey, you can draw. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, hey, draw this for me, draw that. And it kind of snowballed. And I'm like, well, I have an idea for a comic book. So I kind of set out and did that, and that sold. So
I think I want to meet you because I think you have like this probably the most interesting story that I've ever heard. Like, how do you go from demolition derby driver, graphic designer to now comic book illustrator? That just
listen. It takes two to tango.
God damn it, Dylan! God damn it, Dylan! Stop it!
He probably was burning the midnight oil.
Dude, I have been, and ironically, that's the name of my company is Midnight 27 Studios, because it started off like I would stay up all night working on stuff because I was working full time at the and doing this all on the side, and then I now don't do it at midnight, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
honestly, it's all water under the bridge.
Yeah, right. My whole thing now with the midnight's like, well, it's the change, like it's the transition from night to day. So if you want to take your idea and make it reality, it has to go through a midnight phase.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still that marketing background.
I'm still in the midnight phase, so yeah, we're gonna live there. I live there.
Around.
Do what?
You're such a dick, Dylan. I hate you. I hate you.
I'm sorry, but every cloud has a silver lining.
Bob Ross, he made everything have silver linings. He found the good in everything.
Happy accident.
Everything is a happy accident.
His backgrounds are going to be used in some like new game or something like that.
Yeah, our game. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like damn it, I got to look at the article again. Sorry, I'm coming in here with no context.
Way to go.
Yeah,
don't burn your bridges.
Yeah, I burned all my bridges, even the one on Madison County.
Oh my God.
That's right. Threw you off now, didn't I?
Honestly, variety is the spice of life.
And isn't that a spicy meatball? That's a one that should go
very
in
spicy meatball. I just want to show this for the one person that's actually really watching. Adam drew this and did this entire cover for our upcoming series, and it's amazingness. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you did the scales, right?
Yeah. He also does ink. So yeah, this is just the awesomeness. So.
Can I show my drawing of that character? Because I want to compete with Adam now. He was a race car driver.
He might have seen it because he might have seen it because I had to show him the card or whatever, so I could show him what he looked like. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. The kid sitting cross-legged.
Yes.
That was epic.
Yeah.
That was such a. You're welcome, by the way.
That's more than I get.
No, I know what you mean, bro. Trust me.
Right now, I'm in the middle of designing characters for a new project, and I had nothing to go off of. So even that little bit, I'm like, look, you send me anything, I can work with it.
Yeah.
Did the client say, well, just whatever you think best? Yep. God. Okay, creators, you got to stop doing this. You got to give us something to work from.
Something,
just little. It could be something little. It could be like has a really big beard. Bam! There you go. I can draw a character right now from a really big beard, but you gotta give me something to work from.
Honestly, the apple never falls far from the
God,
Oh.
I'm gonna drive the 7 hours to Nashville and punch you right in the face, Dylan.
Oh, it sounds like I'm in the doghouse. Listen, I might be barking up the wrong tree, but I don't think we're seeing eye to eye.
Dude, make this a drinking game.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Every time he says it like an idiom, we have to do a shot.
I don't know if you'd be able to
drink.
keep that under one's belt.
I have to go get the drink for the shots, but
Porkins is going to look ugly by the time I'm done. Good Lord. But yeah, I mean, you guys sent me great character descriptions, and like that's such a huge help. People really underestimate that crap. Like,
we made we were talking in like a previous panel earlier during this year event that I was doing, and it was about character building, and we made a whole bio about this like one cop character that just he's not even like that huge of a character. Yeah, and it's just like wow, like we know his like backstory, like his family history, and it's like oh yeah.
Stuff is important though. It's important to describe the character so you can get a really well-rounded like personality view. And like the more that you know about a character, the easier it is to illustrate them. You know,
it's true.
You gotta go the extra mile.
All right, I'm just ignoring Dylan from now.
Gonna go to the distance.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, I'm not burning the candles at both ends.
I hate you.
Like, I work with an author. I do all her covers, and she, she's like, I'll figure out their favorite ice cream. We'll never talk about it, but at least I know my character's favorite ice cream. You know, stuff like that.
No, they were actually just talking about that yesterday in one of the panels. The like whole huge character description thing, like having a like literally their dating history.
Oh, the Briggs Myers. That was really cool.
Yeah. And it's so true that like when you want the really like the best for your character, like you want them to be described well, you want them to be visualized well, you want them to have a well-rounded personality, you have to think about those things.
You have to just bite the bullet.
Exactly. You gotta just bite the bullet.
It's not rocket science.
This is how the rest of the breakfast talk is gonna go.
Breakfast talk. Dude, just hold your horses.
I can't even say it because I'm gonna piss somebody off in my house if I say it.
Son of a gun.
Did you say what?
That thing. The title of our show.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is what I was talking about though. This is the card.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the character. What's his name? Eric what?
Eric Drakeson.
Eric Drakeson.
He's as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
That he is. And he's wearing green, so it makes sense.
Yep. Green is important. I like how color is actually like a pretty like cool thing that we do in our comics. They mean certain things. Green is, multiple things in this comic, but purple is like good energy and red is bad.
Well,
like a Sith.
And did you do any research into, now that we're talking about like really good character development,
color theory?
Did you go into research into like what colors mean or presented like in history throughout history?
Like I know that blue wasn't a color in like 60% of cultures for like the longest time, and then I found out that apparently without the word blue, most people thought the sky and grass and like the ocean looked the similar colors. Well,
yeah, blue is the paint or the what is it called, pigment. The pigment comes from a plant, so it's not grown everywhere in the world like this blue plant that you could actually make this pigment from. Like obviously like back in old like before Renaissance,
even like lapis lazuli.
Yeah, but even at in the Renaissance they made their own paints before they used them. So it was like they were a chemist and an artist, which is pretty cool. But before then, you just had to use, if you wanted to make artwork, you just had to use what you had around you. You couldn't, create every single color. But yeah, blue wasn't a color that was it was a rare thing. It was made from a plant. I think I don't want to say an orchid because I don't want to be wrong, but it was definitely a plant base that made this.
Unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong.
Exactly. I'm never wrong, but in case I am.
It was that way.
No, but it was made from a plant, and it was like a really like a huge thing when it happened. When they were able to reproduce that color blue was like a major thing in the world. And I need to do a little more art history because maybe I could give you the actual factual stuff behind all that stuff. But
I used to know that one because the other one I loved was royal purple and how it was made. There's like 4 people alive that still know how to make it, but it's like they scraped the innards of a specific seashell, and then they have to go through this cooking process that turns this like faded type of purple into like a deep royal purple, and then it turns out that the royal guards literally reeked of fish because you couldn't wash them or the purple would come out.
The history behind how we created like paints and just like color in general is so ridiculous. Like the ridiculous lengths that artists used to go to, that like artisans used to go through just to get like the things that we take for granted on our digital platforms and things like that is tremendous. Like
and now we just type in FA192C.
Yeah, the hex codes.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is this, witchcraft?
It's crazy. And honestly, learning that kind of like knowledge put me in a different. It was like, it's like when you watch something, right? And like this hero, like at first his first thing is he just likes to fight, but then he learns like the origin of his father and how he used to fight and the style that he used to fight in, and like there's this long history of assassins, like all of the creative things that you see in life, right? It's kind of imitated in artwork. So like once you become an artist, you have this long history of people doing these crazy things to create their artwork, and it's amazing to be a part of that. Like, because at first you just think of yourself as an individual, and then you see yourself as more of a communal being who's kind of taking on this legacy of artwork and like all of the history that's come before, and it kind of puts you into this different fraternity of people, and it's just kind of, it's like, again, like you're living out a story that you might create.
That's deep. I just make pretty pictures.
And that's what I mean, that it could be just that personalized. Like it really doesn't have to be that, but like sometimes you learn things and they kind of put you into that different mindset,
Honestly, that's probably why color theory is even a thing. It's not just how it might physiologically make us feel, but basically historically and culturally why it made us feel that way because of its
it has its own economy. Like literally, it had its own economy at one point.
Yeah.
Like there was artists that would literally like pay top dollar for like this red ochre. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, as soon as it went on the market, it was bought. Like that kind of product, and that in itself had its own economy. And it's different from obviously what we've grown up with today. But the history of art and like the creation process and the lengths that the humans go to create artwork is like ridiculous, and not many people know about this. And I think that's kind of like the depreciation of artwork comes from the flooding of the of the medium. So you have a whole bunch, like I can go on Instagram right now and I can look up a million different artists. So to me, the value is very minimal. But if I was like in 18, or not even before that, AD, 20, whatever, and I seen this artist make this beautiful piece of work, his work was so valuable because there's nothing else around that's like this. This is the epitome of artwork. And it's things like that like change your perspective. When you're an artist, it changes your perspective on what you do. Like it has this like ridiculous value, but it just depends on the marketplace that you're in. So if you're in like a design marketplace and you're doing, basically just normal average design work, which is still a really high skill to have, it might not be appreciated. You might have to settle for 25% of what you're actually worth in this marketplace. But back in the day, or when your artwork becomes more valuable because it's not done by many people, your value goes up and the marketplace changes completely. So it's like an economy based on creativity, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.